Hey there, welcome to the Junk Drawer. My name is Enzo, and today we're talking about Freddy Krueger. So I know, this is a doll channel, primarily doll channel, but sometimes I like to throw some other things in here, and since I love Halloween and I love Freddy Krueger, I'm a huge fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I kind of grew up with those movies, and Freddy Krueger is definitely like top tier for me, even though he's like super cheesy and corny, but he still holds a special place in my heart. So I came across, I don't remember what I was watching, but I discovered, I guess, that there was a Freddy Krueger action figure, kind of. So there's a line called Maxx Effects, and they ended up only putting out this one figure, and it is technically an action figure, but you dress him up. So I thought that idea was super fascinating, and on top of it, I love Freddy Krueger, so I was like, I have to get this thing. So I went onto eBay, of course, and picked it up. So let me get him out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. Okay, I have it out of the eBay box. I didn't realize this was as big as it is. So here is the box. So it is Maxx Effects, now showing Freddy from A Nightmare on Elm Street, made by Matchbox, which is really interesting because obviously Matchbox is known for their little die-cast cars, but I don't know. I also don't know if they did other action figures or whatnot back in the 80s, but yeah, Matchbox. I don't know. There's something about this that I'm like so intrigued by. So the thing with Maxx Effects is that the story is that he is a special effects makeup artist, and he will put on makeup of a certain character, i.e. Freddy, and kind of become that character and be able to use their special powers or whatever. So the whole story is very interesting. If you go online and look up Maxx Effects, you'll come across articles and videos on the story of this line. They only produced one of these guys. So actually on the back, you can see they were going to make some Universal monsters as well, with the same concept where it's like a figure and then you kind of put on the outfit. But parents freaked out over this concept because they were like, we don't want our children playing with Freddy Krueger dolls or Freddy Krueger action figures, because obviously Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger is meant for more of an adult audience, maybe not for kids. So yeah, they quickly killed the line, unfortunately, but I think this could have been really cool because some of these figures are pretty awesome. So yeah, but anyway, I got sidetracked there. So the front of the box, you've seen it. The sides and the tops and the bottom are basically the same. It's just this stuff, and then on the back, cross-sell. This is a larger photo of what he looks like. And then, assist Maxx in recreating the greatest horror heroes in the history of Hollywood. So he is posable, he's detailed, easy on and off assembly. But yeah, so let's, also this came out in 1989, so very late 80s. So let me get him out of the box with his fun accessories, and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so I just realized that I could possibly reuse some of these pieces for my Ken dolls, so we'll see. All right, so we'll start with the doll first, or action figure. So here is his front and his back. He's wearing a very, very basic outfit. He's got this yellow shirt It's kind of like oversized on him. I'm not sure why it's so oversized, but sure. And then it Velcros on the back. And then he is wearing these like jeans. This is fine. This works for like a jean. And then he's got these very basic black shoes. So yeah. And then, actually, I'm going to undress him because I'm curious as to what his body looks like. From what I've read, these are actually unused Mego bodies. So Matchbox came across like a warehouse of like a bajillion of these Migos, and they were like, oh, these are perfect. We'll just use these. So yeah, but anyway, let me undress him so we can take a closer look at his articulation. So yeah, he's definitely giving me more like action figure vibes as opposed to like doll vibes, just because of the articulation. His head is also just like a left and right kind of situation. He does have articulation at his elbow or shoulder. Actually, I was gonna mention, so all of his joints look like these like old school like rubber band. I don't know what the technical name is for these, but these all are attached with a rubber band or like a stretchy material inside, at least for the main joints. And then these are just regular joints on the limbs. But yeah, so elbow, wrist. He does have some wrist articulation, so that's nice. And then his waist is basically a giant ball joint, and it's got these like little nubs on it, just like the Gay Bob doll. Because I was like, what are these little nubs? So apparently this is a pretty common practice, and it looks like they are also in his legs as well. And I think the Gay Bob also had it in his legs too. But yeah, same construction for the legs as far as like placement and all that. Knee articulation, and then he does have what do you call it? Foot articulation. That's what these things are. They're called feet. Yeah, so that is his articulation. He's kind of lightweight. I can tell he's like a cheaper kind of figure. Sounds pretty hollow. All right, so let's get him dressed up as Freddy Krueger. So let me show you his outfit pieces as Freddy Krueger. So the first thing we have are these black pants. There are these giant pockets on the backside. They're actual pockets, so that's nice. So we have these. And then here are Freddy's boots. They are a little sticky. So I'm assuming it's just the plasticizer or whatever you call it that's like leaking from the vinyl, which is what happens with older dolls. So that's kind of what's happening here. It's a little sticky, but it's a pretty detailed boot. No paint detail, obviously, but it does the job. And then we have the infamous Freddy sweater. So I feel like this would definitely fit a Ken doll. So that would be really fun if I can get this outfit on a Ken doll. That would be amazing. So I might try that actually. But yeah, so this is Freddy's iconic sweater. It's actually a pretty well made sweater piece. So I'm actually really happy about that. It does Velcro in the back. And then we have the Freddy hat. It's brown. This is also a little sticky, so it's having the same issue as the boots. And then we have Freddy's one hand, which is actually, I was gonna say scooped out. It's made to fit so that his hand just kind of like slips into it, but that's the one hand. And then here is the infamous glove. Same situation, the hand just kind of like slips into it. These are very bendy. So here's Freddy's head. It is actually two separate pieces. Come on. I literally there we go. You just kind of clip it over top of the figure's head, and there you have Freddy. And that's it. So let me dress him up and we'll see what he looks like. All right, here he is. Yeah, it's it's effective. It's definitely effective. It's definitely Freddy Krueger. It's interesting how big his sweater seems a bit oversized, but maybe not, because the Freddy persona is bigger than the base figure. So when I was like putting on the pants and the boots, I was like, this is huge. Like, this looks so goofy, but it makes sense with how large the props are. 'Cause you can see like his hands are so much smaller than like the glove. Also, these hands are so much smaller. So it just, yeah. So I think when it's all put together, it looks fine. Also, things do not want to stay on him. So his glove keeps popping off because it's not like a super tight fit in there. Also, his hat is like definitely not staying on. So I'm not sure how to fix that. Also, everything is like sticky, and I'm just like, so. Other than that, it's really cool. It's really cool to have a Freddy figure like this. I know they've probably made like figures, like action figures of Freddy Krueger, I'm assuming, for like a collector market. But yeah, I don't know. This is fun. This is a really fun idea. It's a bummer they couldn't continue with this line, because I feel like they could have gone in so many directions and it could have been a really fun line, but this is what we got. I'm really happy with this figure. I think it's really cool. Like I said, I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan, so this is like really awesome to me. You may be like, no, but I like it. Also, I do want to try this outfit on like a Ken to see if it actually fits. I guess my only concern is that he is a little shorter, I feel like, than a typical Ken. Let's see. Yeah, so feet to feet, he's a good like 1 inch shorter. So I'm not sure how the clothes are going to translate. Maybe I will try that. If I decide to do that, I will insert a clip here. Would you look at that? The sweater fits. So that's pretty awesome. So if I wanted to dress up a Ken for Halloween as like Freddy Krueger, I could probably do that, or imply Freddy Krueger, because the head this guy doesn't fit. It's just too small. And all the other accessories I feel like are just too also too small. Finagle it in there somehow. Maybe like attach some like putty or something in there to have it hold in. But yeah. But it's good to know that at least the sweater fits, and I'm pretty sure the pants would fit. I also do want to mention the sweater is not easy to get on and off. That was probably the most difficult, because there is Velcro, but it doesn't go all the way down. So I still have to like pull it over his head and have his arms kind of stretched out like this. And there's a lot of stretching involved, which I'm afraid over time, if I keep taking this off and putting it back on, it's going to start ripping and all that. So that's annoying. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think of this Freddy action figure. Comment below. So thank you as always for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. And I hope you're having a lovely whenever you're watching this. And I will catch you next time.